Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen life trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. The Bitcoin dipped and we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Oh, darn, I was muted. I don't know why that happened. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, not muted on this lovely Wednesday. We are officially midweek, and I have been in New York, and I just got back last night. We are here, and we are actually going to be live on Fox Business tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern for an hour-long special. I'll get into that once we get into our breaking news headlines. We have a lot going on, such as SEC new rules. We also have 30-year yields that are freaking flying right now. What is going on? I think we're going to have an FOMC meeting today as well, which we will not be live for, but we'll see what happens if they're going to raise rates. We also have exchanges with their tokenized stock, something I really wanted to tap on. We also have Ripple news. We also have TikTok that is looking to have peer-to-peer payments. And that's something I've been kind of hinting at for a while, that we're going to see a lot of things happen with TikTok. Well, we also have a brief blockchain academy as well. So if you guys are ready for the zest, the news, the education, make sure you smash the like, subscribe, and share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and for you guys to tune into Fox Business tonight. We also have a subscriber goal of 26,050. We have 6 more to go. Let's get it. We have a lot of stuff going on, y'all. We also have a members only after show. If you have not yet, please become a member of the YouTube channel. It's only about $3 a month. It helps us out, and we are going to give you some cool emojis and also access to that Discord after show. Also, there is a link in the live chat for a survey. Please fill it out. It's literally 2 questions, completely anonymous. It just helps me to help you. And so with that, say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. Check out our sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet and Uphold. Guys, Cake Wallet is killing it with Lightning Network, and everything that everyone else is failing on, Cake Wallet is winning. Uphold, guys, we do have our Uphold debit card, which I will talk about in a little bit, and it was so much fun to go and use it when I was in New York getting a 6 a.m. bacon, egg, and cheese. So let's dive into everything. You can also get that survey here by scanning the QR code. Also, if you're on TikTok, please go to YouTube because TikTok is not the greatest experience for this podcast. Link is in bio. All right, we got Jesse, Mike Volmer, John Legend, Shadow, Black Hat, Mark Smithson. Good morning. We have Eddie Kane. We have Alexandra G with my favorite sticker. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. We have Boomdog. We have Ray. We have Fat Oracle. Who else we got? We got Brian. Good morning. Zero Dune. Good morning. Let's see. We have Alex Kaimana. We have a bunch of people. Lazarus. Nice to see you, Lazarus. Where have you been, bud? Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh, there was something I wanted to mention. It completely just slipped my mind. But guys, thank you so much for popping in. Guys, we want to make sure that we are pamping it up. Also, I have a question for all my tech nerds. Tommy, nice to see you. I see you have a little check mark. Welcome to the show. Harmonic said, you want frizzy hair on Fox. We can't have curly hair on Fox, okay? That's funny. Deer Creek Society, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I have a question for all my nerds that are into cameras and everything. I really want to take better pictures, and all the camera gals are telling me to get a Canon G7X. Problem is, they're over $1,000 a pop. I want to know if you guys know a better way to get a Canon G7X because it is a fire camera, and if I could start taking pictures with that, it would up our quality a lot. So all of my camera nerds, please let me know if there is a better way to get. I was looking on eBay. I was looking for refurbished ones. I cannot find ones that are under $700. But I really want the newest G7X. So please let me know. You know, if that is possible. But yeah, the Canon G7X, that is the camera I'm looking for. I would really love it if I could get one. Anyway, guys, we are gonna go into the market recap, tap on Bitcoin, then we're going to go into breaking news headlines. So without further ado, let's get into it. We do have BTW flying today. That is our biggest gainer. We're seeing a little bit more green than usual, which I'm happy about. Bitcoin is really trying to break out of that 65K. We're at 64.9. Again, Bitcoin has been the same price since June. And it's so funny. My photographer in Times Square was like, Randy, you told me about Bitcoin and it's at 60 something K. I was like, yeah, and it was the same price as it was when I saw you a few months ago, bro. But everyone is getting a little impatient with Bitcoin, which means we are near the bottom, besties. Guys, 67K is really where we're targeting. Again, that is the candle close of 2021, where that we had that high of 69K. We do have the 200-day SMA creeping up on us. That's at around $68,970. Again, the more it creeps down on us, maybe the more action we can get, because once we start testing that is really when we'll see what Bitcoin has got in her right now. Also, there was a green dot printed about Monday-ish that has played out. We are confirming that. Hopefully, we'll go over that zero line as it slightly has, but you can't really see it that much. Slightly over that zero line. We want it to keep going. Money flow is slightly green today. VWAP is relatively flat. We do like when the VWAP flies in confidence. That means we might have some movement. Also, the RSI is flying, guys. You guys know how I feel about when the RSI flies. We're currently in the bullish area, as you can see indicated by my rocket emoji. We want it to keep going. However, if we're going to keep flying with this RSI, I want to see 80K. I want to see 80K Bitcoin. That's just what I need to see. That's what my heart wants, to be quite honest with you. And to be even more honest, I'm bullish. What am I bullish on? Fox Business. Breaking news starts now. Besties, we have Fox Business. Guys, I was in New York all week. I was filming with Fox, my Fox besties, having all the meetings, having just such a great time behind the scenes. And I really would love if you guys tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox Business. You could also, wherever you can stream Fox Business, the Fox One app, you could get 3-day free trial. So if you just want to download the app and sign up just to get your free trial to watch this special, definitely do that. If someone wants to stream it in the Discord, you guys are more than welcome to do that. But yes, we do have Fox Business. This special is called Course Correction. It's basically about Gen Z, how we're making money, how are we surviving in this economy in the year 2026? Is it AI? Is it e-commerce? Is it crypto? Or is it all of it? We're going to be discussing that tonight. My panelists were amazing. I am one of the 3 panelists on the show. Of course, we have Brian, which is our 4th. He is the host. He's also the host of the Big Money Show, which is live mostly 1 to 2. Sometimes they do 11 to 2 p.m. But it is so amazing. Love Brian. What a king. And so we had such a great time filming this. Of course, everyone knows the hair was on fleek. Yesterday, I had to bring the curls back and get all that hairspray out of my head. But we are live on Fox Business tonight. I will be having some friends over. We're going to have a little watch party, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, tune in tonight. It's going to be such a great special. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it, especially because it's not just about crypto. It's about my generation. We slid in a little bit of crypto, but again, I think this was just really cool to get outside of the wheelhouse. And so, as you guys know, this show is shifting as well. well. We are kind of rebranding, as they say. So we're going to continue obviously with crypto as our base. But that's why I'm throwing in other beats, because I really do want people to understand, if crypto is absorbing the world's wealth, we have to absorb what the wealth is that's coming in and how we handle that, what it all means. So this is also a journey I've been focusing on, is learning TradFi, believe it or not, because all of it's going to merge. And that's a big theme of the episode today, just to kind of ride on what I did with course correction. In this Fox Business Special, we'll also be tapping on some TradFi and how this is all merging together, whether that's through TikTok, whether that's through places like Robinhood and Kraken, and even the SEC, kind of diving into a few things. So if you guys, again, are ready for this Zest Newsy education, we're going to continue, move forward, smash the like, and all the things that you do on social media. But we are going to talk about 30-year yields because people are flipping out about this. This is the highest it's been since 2007 because people are worried about the war. They're worried about oil. We'll also dive into the oil prices in just a moment, but I wanted to dive into the 30-year treasury yields and take a look at this. So there's rising concerns over fiscal spending and increasing debt issuance. So if you guys do not know, the 30-year yield is basically the amount that the government is essentially owing others. So it's the massive government borrowing that is the main problem here, right? And so it's basically meaning that higher 30-year yields is how the government pays more to service their debt. So it's basically like the government owes more and more and more. It's basically their interest and how deep in the hole we are. So again, when that happens, mostly that puts pressure on mortgages. It also puts pressure on stocks and the market in general. So the higher the yields, the more people feel that pressure of inflation overall. And so that is why it's a really big deal. And so basically the yield on the benchmark of the US 10-year treasury yield sorry, I have crazy allergies this morning, rose 1.7 basis points to about 4.7%. The yield on the 30-year bond rose to 5.3%, hitting its highest level in 19 years. The bond sell-off also spread to Japan and Europe, with Japan's benchmark 10-year government bond yield raising to a 30-year peak. That is insane. Even right here it says rising long U.S. bonds bond yield is a risk that investors must bear in mind going forward. Bond investors are best placed to manage this risk by focusing more on shorter duration bonds. This also has the problem with the Strait of Hormuz, the inflation, as we have been talking about, and that is why it's very important that Gen Z kind of gets ahead in this. And so we're also going to go and take a look at oil, because people are, again, we have the 30-year treasury yields that are a major problem right now. We also have oil that has been spiking. People are saying they've seen $90 in recent days. According to my charts, we have not. We see that we're at about $84 a barrel, up 0.1%, and now we're basically flat today. But again, we don't want to see oil rise. Again, that is how we get affected at those gas pumps. Guys, please let me know what gas prices are in your area. I would absolutely love to know what gas prices are in your area. It would be awfully helpful to see how you guys are feeling. Oh, yay! Andy S is going to record our special tonight on YouTube TV. Let's go. And also, guys, I see a rise in viewership. Please smash the like. If you guys are here, we have a goal of 150 likes. We have my Uncle Billy in the chat. Also, my tech nerds, please go in Discord and let me know how to get a Canon G7X. I really want that camera, and it is so expensive that I don't want to buy it at full price. So please help a girl out there. Also, guys, again, we are looking at that 200-day SMA for oil. That's about $77. We do want to crash and go below that. Go back to $63 a barrel oil, okay? So that way we're not all poor. We survive a little bit. Moving on, though, we're going to actually go to what the title is of the episode, which is the fact that the SEC is proposing one of the first major crypto rules in a surprise announcement. Paul Atkins, we've been wondering, where's Sir Atkins? Where are you, sir? Where is Sir Atkins? Well, we found him, and he's proposing rules. Take a look. The SEC has made its first major foray into crypto regulation, issuing a proposed rule meant to clear a path for offering crypto offerings to offer crypto offerings. We love to offer. Without triggering certain regulatory demands as securities, the agency action on Tuesday is an opening step to what they say establishes a regulation of crypto assets. Again, regulation crypto has been a major theme for the SEC that they've been hyping up recently. This is the first permanent rule governing digital assets, a particularly meaningful development after Congress has fallen so short of passing Clarity Act, which has been a complete debauchery. This issuance, though, distinct from their separate crypto initiative known as Innovation Exemption for tokenized securities, again, which the banks are prepping for behind the scenes, it's been unexpected after the agency canceled an August 14th meeting meant to propose that same rule. Paul Atkins said today, "We're charting a new course with a package of exemptions that would facilitate capital formation and allow crypto asset innovation to flourish in the U.S. in the years ahead. It includes 2 tracks for crypto offerings, a one-time startup offering of up to $5 million in a 4-year period, another more restrictive avenue for offerings up to $75 million in each 1-year period, but it comes with more disclosure requirements." So basically, it would have to just be more reporting, and issuers would have to make certain principle-based narratives, disclosures available to their investors. Also, issuers under the second exemption would be required to provide financial statements and be subject to ongoing reporting requirements. So they basically want to check a box, and it's actually trying to say, hey, are you here? Are you not? And they also want to see kind of eliminate the investment contract narrative, which is what really held crypto back, and to say that like, oh, you're actually this, you're actually that. I think the more clarity that we have, I think this is arguably more clear than clarity. We have more clarity in the SEC and what they're doing rather than the actual Clarity Act, which I find extremely ironic in a way. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Bobby Lupo. I really love that camera, dude. 347 gas in Mississippi? Oof. Yeah, in Mississippi, like, I think that's kind of crazy. Because even over here, like, what did I see yesterday? I think I saw like 380 here yesterday. I was like outside this morning, but I didn't even take a look. I had to get coffee last minute. I had meetings since 8 a.m. this morning. I was like, oh, so much to do. I just woke up on this extreme grind today. So anyways, so the SEC is getting after it. They want people to keep going and to keep kind of working alongside the SEC. And we'll just see how that goes, to be honest. With the whole Clarity Schmarity, there's a lot of drama over on Capitol Hill. Nonetheless, as discussed earlier, and as I hinted at, $5 gas on the West Coast. Sorry, I got distracted. That's ridiculous. We're absorbing the world's wealth here in crypto. And if we're absorbing the world's wealth, we must understand the wealth that is coming in and how this is all merging. Guys, the whole idea of trading hours is going out the window. The whole idea of institutions pumping their own bags or kind of manipulating the markets before they even open, it's going out the window if it's all on blockchain. Kraken, Robinhood, we're going to get into what they're doing with tokenized stocks, which is, again, something that the SEC has been looking at, which is, again, the tokenization of equities and securities and so on and so forth. Now, Kraken is adding U.S. stocks in Europe. Again, this is also a major thing because we're seeing a lack of regulation in the U.S., which means that people are going to do things elsewhere, including giving exposure to U.S. Investments, let's say, in other countries, which is so beyond me that this is what's happening here. And we need more clarity on that in the US. As stock exchanges from London to New York and around the world move toward 24/7 trading and blockchain-based settlements. Again, guys, we're so early. Everyone's complaining about Bitcoin price right now. You do not understand the big move and the liquidity that's about to come in. Crypto platforms are actually racing in the opposite direction, adding trad equities to their platforms, again, because it's an extra revenue stream, which is very smart for crypto bros. Crypto.com and Robinhood are offering tokenized stocks in Europe, while Bitpanda is offering regular US stocks rather than tokenized ones, which is also what Uphold is doing. Coinbase has secured UK regulatory approval to offer equities and derivatives alongside crypto, and its US users already have access to stock and ETF trading. However, we do have Kraken, which also offers.
You're welcome.
Oh, shoot.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you think of XRP?
I could get into XRP in a little bit because I'll be covering an XRP debit card in a little bit. So, yo mother 777, wait for me, bestie. Thank you for the super chat. I will cover that in a little bit. Okay. So basically, Kraken is upping the stakes here by adding direct trading in more than 7,000 stocks for US listed stocks for customers across the EEA. And this makes it the only crypto native exchange to offer both trad equities and tokenized versions of the same shares. And the exchange said that it also puts the economy and the company itself in a different competition with trad firms such as Interactive Brokers and eToro, as well as the crypto platforms offering tokenized shares. I don't know why they're throwing shade on eToro low-key in this article. I think eToro has kind of been very ahead of the game. But we do see that the trad bros, everyone is trying to merge these two industries, which again, where is that going to live? These tokenized equities, most likely on ETH and EVM compatible blockchains. So keep calm, hodl on, guys. You do not understand the amount of money that is coming into this space. It is extreme. Also, Robinhood, we are going to talk about what they're doing with tokenized stocks as well, because Sir Vlad, the CEO of Robinhood, is really pushing. He's pushing. You can even see his mustache is getting a little bit too long for him. You can see like he's getting bushy here. He's getting bushy. He has too much on his mind. Robinhood CEO Vlad is pressing the U.S. regulators to clear a path for tokenized stocks, which again is kind of what Paul Atkins is hinting at. And he sees this as the next generation of financial market infrastructures to overseas markets. In a post on X, he says that the financial system is in the early stages of what he calls a global tokenization supercycle, building on his prediction last year that the tech would become a freight train capable of reshaping TradFi. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Everything that I've been saying for 3 years is happening right now. He says tokenization isn't about putting stocks on a blockchain for the sake of it. Rather, we're rebuilding the infrastructure underneath ownership so assets can move as freely as information does on the interwebs. And for American investors, that infrastructure unlocks 3 immediate advantages. So basically, just like how a stable coin works, the dollar, it's like you buy the stable coin, it's 1-to-1. The same thing would be happening with tokenized stocks, where you buy the tokenized version and they custody the actual one in the background. Though when you have the tokenized version, it's 24/7. You could trade it anytime, which I think is amazing for people that, for example, they sleep during the day because they work night shift, and they will be able to trade if they are mostly up at night rather than during the day. So there's a lot of exclusions for people when it is the trad 9 to 5 trading hours, or should I say about almost 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. trading hours. So we're throwing that completely out the window, and it's something that the next generation isn't even going to understand trading hours, because it's going to be absolutely obsolete by the time Gen Alpha actually gets to their adulthood in trading. So all of it's going to be on blockchain, and it's going to get to a point where we won't even realize it's on blockchain. It's just kind of going to be the standard of how people are operating. And I think that is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm taking a look at these comments. Hello, B Crypto, Quarter Crawler, everybody in the chats. If you guys are here and you're bullish on Bitcoin, let me see these rocket emojis. Also, please become a member of the YouTube channel. It's a way to support us. It's about $3 a month. You guys could go ahead and get cool emojis as we have thrown them into the chat. You can also comment your favorite emojis. Also, go ahead and join that Discord after show that we'll be getting into. Teachers don't just teach subjects, they also teach life values. I mean, honestly, it depends on who you got, to be honest. And that's a conversation I had at Fox a few days ago, was the fact that, when kids ask questions, teachers get very upset. Bionic said, where are the Gary Gensler emojis? You have to go use YouTube to get those Gary Gensler emojis, even though we might have to ditch Mr. Gary. But the reason why I haven't ditched his emoji is because I'm telling you, like, he's going to resurge. Gary's laying low. He made a lot of money when he was in the SEC. I'm telling you, Gary Gensler will come back at some point. Telling you, Gary Gensler's not done. He loves Bitcoin and crypto too much. He's an undercover crypto bro. I've said that from the beginning. And I am a strong believer that Gary Gensler is not done with crypto. He's going to come back, and it's not going to be in the way people think. People think he's going to come out swinging against crypto when really he's going to try to spin it in a good way for him. So I'm telling you, Gary's not done. I double down on that, 10 toes down. I think he is not done. That is my major prediction. And if it comes true, then we're just here with another W in the predictions. We should really run our own polls on this channel. We should be our own poly market, to be honest. Anyway, which is another subject we covered on Fox, was prediction markets. Though, I also want to throw this in here for all the people on TikTok, and for all of you that think that TikTok is just going to sit there and not try to make money, bro. If you guys are on TikTok, then you obviously see through things like live streams and in gifting, because you could just give gifts based on videos as well. I believe TikTokers, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically you could buy these coins on TikTok. And with those coins, you redeem those coins to gift your favorite creators. And so there's a lot of support going through there. Of course, they're going to use this to their advantage. And they're also probably going to have peer-to-peer payments, as it is reported by Bloomberg, simply because they have so much money flowing through there. It's another revenue stream. They could collect fees. Take a look. And as so many people use TikTok Shop as well, that is a major economy within TikTok. People are shopping on TikTok. So, of course, their economy is booming there financially. Take a look. Code hidden in the current version of TikTok US's app indicates that the social media giant is developing a feature to allow peer-to-peer money transfers via direct messages. Also, X Money is coming out, so they're probably competing with X Money. It's now currently being tested, but it's still in its early development stages. They're going to have some sort of payment system, which competes with X Money, also competes with Telegram, that has a Telegram wallet, and the fact that you could do business and essentially send payments through Telegram. Now, ByteDance is the parent company of TikTok. It's a Chinese company, and they've been exploring financial apps since at least 2021. I believe that they did push this back, though, because they were under fire and the US wanted their algorithm, and Donnie T was going to shut it down, brought it back, let's shut it down, bring it back. They cannot take out TikTok. It's too big to stop. And no one else can compete with it in the US, which is sad to say, but it's true. And so they do have TikTok Pay, but again, you could get these coins to go and support live streamers or your favorite creators. Anyways, so there's a lot of stuff going on. But just so you know, TikTok is not going to want to just be nonchalant and not take advantage of money, especially when TikTok Shop is absolutely huge. And if there's anything that X is missing, it's the shopping part of it, the e-commerce. If X added that with X Money, oh, bro, Elon would be rolling in it. Rolling. We do have Ripple news, by the way. For the people asking about XRP, we do have Ripple news. I will share it with you because Ripple's sneaky, bro, especially when it comes to elections. They're all about supporting both sides. We saw that in this current not current, technically the one that just passed, the most recent election between Donnie T and Kamama. And so we do see that they were kind of slipping in money, apparently, into the elections with these governors and whatever. And James Fishback, bro. James Fishback lost, which I'm very, very pressed on. Very surprised that... And James garnered a lot of the vote, but of course we know Byron's got his own things going on. I'll stay out of that for now. However, Ripple is raising $275 million for what? Take a look. Put XRP emojis in chat if you're bullish on XRP. We'll take a look at the price in a little bit. Ripple over here raised $275 million in an upsized private placement of senior unsecured notes through Ripple Prime, its non-bank prime brokerage. These proceeds are going towards working capital and general corporate purposes as Ripple Prime expands their U.S. clearing, prime brokerage, and financing services. And the credit analysis agency KBRA assigned the notes an investment grade and rating of BBB, consistent with the issuer rating it previously assigned to Ripple Prime. They raised $200 million at a $40 billion valuation from global investment firm Neuberger Berman in May to expand their platform. Also, they acquired the prime brokerage firm for about $1.25 billion back in April, which was, again, making headlines because it was hands down one of the biggest deals ever in crypto history. So Ripple is just raising money. They're throwing money everywhere. They want to keep going and getting after it there. But just so you know, Ripple is not skimping out on their dollars. And if you guys want to acquire XRP, well, darn, I have a good way of doing that. Blockchain Academy starts now. Guys, why are you spending money without trying to earn any back? And of course, with your trad debit and credit cards, you're like, oh, bro, like, I'll just earn some points. When they could always change what the points are worth. But in this new day and age, of course, there's different ways to get cash back or maybe crypto back. Your XRP debit card from Uphold does do that for you. You can get up to 4% XRP back with the Uphold debit card. Go to uphold.com/Randy and sign up for the debit card, because I was using it and I actually took a selfie with this bodega guy at 6 a.m. and it was absolutely hilarious. Please go to uphold.com/Randy and sign up. I actually have a little video here. I was on national TV yesterday. We need a bacon, egg, and cheese. We found a cart that has a line, and when you see the pastries in the window, that's how you know it's good. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll with the bacon a little crispy and a dash of hot sauce, please. Iced coffee. All right, I'll do a small ice, light and sweet with half and half. Amazing. Can I tap and pay? Back to the room, putting my XRP debit card down. We are getting this ice. This looks like a fire iced coffee. This bacon, egg, and cheese is steaming. Look at this, guys, look. It's too early for me to be this excited. Look at the open, reveal. Look. Reveal time. Yeah! Oh, okay, amazing. When you go order a bacon, egg, and cheese, and you ask for a little crispy dash of hot sauce, perfect. Perfect. Smash the like, comment what you would order if you were in NYC. Would you get a bagel? Would you get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll? Would you get a hot or iced coffee? And also, would you want to earn XRP back on your purchases? And share this out with someone who wants to visit New York City. Guys, I woke up so freaking early. And by like 6:15, I was starving. I just was so hungry. And I was like, you know what, bro? I'm just gonna go. I was like, I'm in Times Square. Like, there's food everywhere. And people started throwing shade at me because I went to one of these carts. Let me just help you understand something. You have to have discernment of which carts you go to in NYC, okay? Because I was basically on Avenue of the Americas. I wasn't far from the studio where Fox Business is, okay? Let me just like tell you, if you see a cart that's on Avenue of the Americas, you're pretty safe, bro. You're pretty safe because they're feeding all the media folk, all the trad bros. They are not, this is not a crusty cart. If you're going towards Bryant Park, if you're going towards Central Park, then it's crusty. You don't go to those. But the ones that are there super early in the morning on Avenue of the Americas, you're safe. Okay? Like, let's chill, bro. Mr. Vol over there, you better not freaking be texting while you're driving. I'm watching you. Scott said you need a regular spot on Fox Business. Besties, we're working out here. Hopefully that does happen. But what I want to tell you guys is what we need to do is to keep pressing, bro. We need to keep pressing. If you guys have not yet, go on the Fox business page. Start tagging. Be like, bro, what are we doing out here? What are we doing? We need to just keep pushing and let Fox know that this is what the people freaking want. And a good way to do that is to go on the Fox Biz in depth page right here, and go ahead, freaking tap it up, and go tag Fox Biz in depth, go tag Fox Business, go tag everyone and their mother, and just tag that you were Team Randy. And we're gonna keep getting after it, especially the Instagram post as well. Hold on, let me. Where's my IGs? Where's my IG post? Beep 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 beep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go over here. This is the Fox Biz in depth. There you go. And go ahead. Be commenting. Be commenting on the Instagrams will probably see it a little bit more. But yeah, guys, freaking post it up. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. So Brian Brenberg, he is the host of, am I not following him? Am I like a criminal or something? He is the absolute best. We love him so much. He is such a great host. And he's just so calm, cool, collected, and just a great guy. Tiffany Smiley was absolutely amazing. Love her. Josh Schaefer was great. It was my first time basically meeting all of them. And I know I'm usually on with Mr. Charles. Charles, bestie, you were missed. I texted Charles and I was like, miss you, bro. He wasn't in the building. Otherwise, he knows I would have harassed him. But it was such a great time being at Fox Business. Of course, I love being in studio. Like, I just feel alive when I'm in studio. Also, I did post here as well. I'll put some behind the scenes. Here's a little behind the scenes clip as well.
Any generation before.
Hold on.
I think Gen Z has this crushing feeling that they have to catch up before they're even left behind. With the crushing pressure of inflation, Gen Z is looking for alternative ways, but you can also think about the technology that we have. When our parents were younger, they had to go through so many intermediaries just to invest into a stock. Now we have everything at the tip of our fingers. With Robinhood and crypto, you have Coinbase, where we could just click a button and start investing almost instantly.
Josh, people so much more attracted to the market than it's.
That's one behind the scenes post. I think they put up another one. Did they? I think they put up another one on this one.
Welcome to.
Hold on.
Who do you have?
I'm still gonna actually just dive into the workforce head first. And when it comes to AI, you can think of AI like a silent partner. You go to AI, ask questions, you could come up with a business plan. Like Josh said, you could create your decks. You can even just create your whole forecast for the future financially, and you don't have to hire other people to do that like you previously had to. You can actually just dive into the workforce.
Yep. So that is thanks, Bionic. But yeah, this is some precursor stuff, some little previews for the Fox Biz special. Again, this is my second special that I've done with them in the matter of 3 months. And so basically I was on the panel just like I was the last time. So I will be on basically throughout the entire hour. There was another girl that they interviewed that I briefly met. Her name is Alina. She actually started, she's 21 and she's already a millionaire. And so she created her own like healthy candy company that I heard was really good. Laser said, before I never say anything again, love you, Randy, you're clutch AF. Well, thank you so much. You can keep chatting, though. You remind me of Shailene Woodley. I know that name. I have to get a visual. Shailene Woodley. I definitely know who this is. Hold on. When I see it, I'm going to know. Oh, my God. I love her. I freaking love Shailene Woodley. But I don't know if we look alike. I was, I always want to give Victoria justice. You know what I mean? Or Nina Dobrev. Right, MC Wave. Hello, everybody. But she's leaking this like GTA, much talent. Listen, I wouldn't be leaking it if Fox Business didn't leak it already. That this was all they're doing. So they posted these things and I told them to send it to me so I could show you on the podcast. But again, this is live at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. And if someone wants to stream it in the Discord, you're more than welcome. I have to screen record it on my end somehow. And then I'm gonna have a little watch party with some friends because they will want it to come over and see it. I look like a young Diane Franklin. Guys, you guys are killing me right now. Stop it. Stop it. But please smash the like if you haven't already. We are going to go well on I'm sorry, I'm reading your comments at the same time I'm trying to speak to you. But we are going to be live in Discord right after I hop off of here. So please, if you have not yet, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share this out with friends, guys. Go over into the Discord. We're going to keep getting after it. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God, these comments are overwhelming. Also, if you guys see that QR code on the screen, also that pinned comment in the YouTube chat, please fill out that survey. It's literally 2 questions, and it just helps me create better content for you. Like I said, we are rebranding. We are going to be covering a lot more TradFi because, again, we are absorbing the world's wealth in crypto. We must understand the wealth that is coming into this space. So I really want to help be a voice for Gen Z. And I was honored to be the voice of Gen Z on this panel. I think I found out that Josh, who's also on this panel, is the first year of Gen Z, or you could say the later year of Gen Z. He's 29, which is the tail end of Gen Z. Gen Z's age is 14 to 29. So it was great meeting Josh. He was so nonchalant. Like, what a great guy. I loved him. And he posted some clips on his Instagram, so I'm allowed to say that he actually did some on-the-street interviews that we used during the special, because he went up to like basically everyone through all generations, asking them about how they handle investments, how they make money. And it was so great. It was a great filming. Absolutely loved the whole panel. It was so amazing. And the hair and makeup was did. And so I know you guys are gonna have a lot of comments about that one. Also, shout out to Cade from Wolf. I love my Wolf guys. And here's a potato for no.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse me.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Look at Fox Business tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I will be rolling out some clips within the next few days. Also, this weekend, we are headed to Hong Kong to speak at Bitcoin Asia. I will be on a panel day 1. Day 2, I will be teaching a Bitcoin 101. And I'm so darn excited to head over to Asia. So please make sure that, again, smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends, go to Discord, and I will see you guys in there in just a moment. Have a beautiful day. Happy Wednesday. And I will see you live on Fox Business for the whole hour from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. See you later. Mwah. Bye.